everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrap Addict Creations. Today I'm going to be sharing with you two layouts I made using the Daisy Meadows line by Close to My Heart. So I don't have the paper or the stickers to show you like pieces of it or anything. So I created this little circle thing kind of off of my logo that my husband created for me. And just bunch of circles. I've got Glacier and Green Apple and Bluebell. This is Wisteria and Ballerina. I think this is the dark ballerina, light ballerina. And this is light ballerina, and this would be raspberry. And then I did my Scrap Addict Creations part. This is Magnolia font. You can get it for free on Dafont. And this is just a serif font. So I created that so I'd have something on my table so you weren't just looking at my wood table. Isn't that cool? But yeah, this font, I'm going to have to use this someplace because that's really a cool font. Okay, so the first layout I'm going to share with you, I have no titles for either of these. It's this floral one, and I love it. I absolutely love these flowers. The flowers are from Stitched Together Cricut cuts, and they go so well with this paper. Okay, so the white daisy is 8.5 by 11 1/4. There's two of those. The small blue flower pattern paper is 1 by 6.5, 1 by 8.5, and two 1 by 3.5. And that would be this paper, this, and this. That is a paper that came with the kit. It was not one that was sold individually. And I believe, if I remember correctly, it was for the egg portion where you had strips. But I could be wrong on that. I don't remember officially how everything went down on that. And I don't have the instructions on me to be able to say, oh, this is where it was at. I will look for those instructions, but it is in one of my piles that I need to deal with. Okay, so then I also have this little blue gingham right here, and that one is 1 by 6.5, 3 by 8.5, and 3 by 3.5. So there is, well, oh, here it is. It's behind all these flowers here. It's here and here. Okay. Then the large blue flower pattern paper is 2 by 10 1/4, and there's just one strip of that. I didn't want to overly populate this with too many different patterns, but it needed another pattern right here. I had seen this kind of layout with different patterns online, and I just was kind of mimicking it. And it was pretty much just putting things in places. And this was towards the end of my layout, so it was more of the scrap type things, but I didn't want that standard, oh, just, laying scraps all over. Instead, this gives it some kind of like, it makes it look like it was intentional, which it actually was, because I found a layout online that I liked that did this kind of thing. So it was intentional, but again, it's kind of like a scrap layout. So Glacier Dark side is 6 1/4 by 8 over here, and 4 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. Oh, I know it is 6 1/8. Sorry, I had this written up a while back. So it's with these are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then this strip over here is, let's see here. I don't have this strip written down. I must have deleted it because I've got all the little bitty strips. So this one is 3 by 8.5 for this one is light side. And then I have, there's a little strip here, and it kind of ends, if you move that, it ends right there. And then it goes clear across here, and then it's down here. And so those strips are dark side 1/4 by 6 3/4, 1/4 by 2, and 1/4 by 8.5. Oh, there's the Glacier light, 3 by 8.5. Okay. And this printed line paper is left over from the little piggies. I just kind of printed extra so I would have them. And this Glacier piece right here is, that's the one I don't have written down. So that one is 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And I will get that in the instructions below as well. The journaling piece is 3 3/4 by approximately 3. And I just left a bigger border on that, and then I bordered it with these flowers. So the wreath is from the layout kit. The flowers and leaves are from Stitch Together, like I mentioned. Dragonflies and butterflies are Cricut files. The colors I used, bless you, are flamingo, ballerina, canary, New England ivy, peacock, and white daisy. And then I used on top of every little bit here, the little flower centers, I used a clear glitter pen. And I've included the cut file for these down below. You will need to have the stitched together file, and then this was from Cricut Access, but I'm sure that you could, and these little dragonflies and this butterfly, I'm sure you could purchase them individually if you don't already own them. And then little leaves here too. There's also these little blue gems, which are from the Daisy Meadows uh, enamel dots. So I just put, there's a large one, the medium, and then the small, and I just kind of branched them out on there. So it's just kind of fun. Also, the butterflies, like this one is just glued in the center. This one is glued here, and then I popped it. These are just glued in the center, and this is glued in the center. And I only have 2 pieces of peacock on here, but I made sure that they were, you know, kind of across from each other. This one is light side, this one is dark side. I did alternate on items where these are 2 dark side, this is light side, here's dark, here's the light of the canary, and then the flowers just kind of alternated around. These daisies and this flower right here with this fringe cut beautifully. I was watching a video because I believe I mentioned it yesterday. I have ordered my Maker 3. And before I ordered it, I was watching a video on like things you need, things you don't need, things you think you need, but you don't need, you know, those types of videos online. And Jennifer Maker had quite a bit of information. And let me grab one of her huge tricks and my blade here. So she said that before she cuts any projects, she has this big ball of tinfoil. And she takes her blade and she makes sure it's clean, you know, get all your little papers out just by pushing the plunger in. And then she just goes like, oops, because you got to kind of have it out. And it wasn't doing that earlier, but maybe because I was keeping it sideways. And you just stab it into there. So that's what I did. And then I cut these fringy pieces and they cut beautifully. So if you haven't heard of that tip, or even if you have and you just are like, oh, whatever, try it. I was very impressed, very, very impressed, because in the past when I've cut these little fringes, they don't cut very well. Okay. So just wanted to share that little hint. I don't know if I've, you know, I know I haven't shared that before because that was more of a new one, but I just wanted to share that because I did add some larger flowers onto here. I thought it needed a little bit more oomph. So what a fun layout, right? Okay, the second one is this bunny one with the egg. Now the egg came with the kit and it was huge, and it's huge for, you know, my size layouts, let alone the 12 by 12 layouts. So I played around with it and I ended up cutting it in half, and I really liked this little strip of, it's a blue, just a blue floral, I think is what I've been calling it. Let me scroll down and make sure that that's what I've called it. I just put pattern strip on egg. So this is 2 inches wide, and I cut it to the shape of the egg after I glued it on here, and then I cut the egg in half. This pink polka dot paper is from the, you know, the kit, like I mentioned. This is the bunny paper, the pink bunny paper, and I don't remember what's on the back of it. It looks kind of florally. So I just cut those 5 by 5 and put 4 of them on here. One of them, this is a journaling mat from the kit as well. I put on a hunt and have fun, little stickers there. So after I cut this egg in half, to go back to that, sorry, all over the board, right? I wrapped my natural twine around it. This is the brown one, and then I did a double bow here. It's just two strips of twine and then tied into a bow. Added this little flower. Then there's this little the little dots here from the Daisy Meadows enamel dots. This is a sticker. These are stickers here. These two right here popped. This flower and this flower and this flower are all popped to here. And then the bunny is popped. That is one of the Cricut cuts from Kelly's kit. And I don't remember if she had like cut this. I didn't care for the bunny's tummy cut out. It might be part of the kit. I don't remember. It is in white daisy and looks like ballerina. No. Maybe. I'll double check that and I will get that information below. And then there's a brown here that I also I can't place. I know it can't be mocha because we didn't have mocha, and I know I got this cut from Kelly. And I just added this little sticker bow and then the little enamel dot on top of it. But I thought it was really fun, and went with it. It's kind of more of an afterthought, honestly. I kind of wish I had put him up here on the bunny. I had put him down here. I secured him with some older pop tape, and I found yesterday when I was removing something from another layout that they're ripping. And I didn't want him to rip off, and I didn't want him to rip the egg, so I just kind of left him there. But it was just really fun. Oh, the white background. I got this from Kelly, I believe. I don't think I did it, but there is little speckles on it, and I want to say it's like Glacier and Ballerina. So I think Kelly sent that. There's another paper that she sent that has some words on it. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I did do it. It was so long ago. But it's just a fun layout and real easy. Honestly, at this point, I think I wouldn't have used the pattern papers here and here. I think I would have just gotten probably some Glacier. Maybe this pink, which that's flamingo right there, and done some like more photo mats down the sides. That could have been fun. I'm happy with it as is. I'm not going to change it. But yeah, there are things like I would alter at this point that I didn't back then. So just kind of enjoy, the layout. I do love this egg. I love the concept of it. I love that it's this big thing that I'm able to have between the two pages. I love that it was cut in half. I like this twine because I love a good twine on a layout. And I really like these little flowers that just kind of add a little bit to the eggs. I almost kind of wish, well, I guess there's that green there. I could have put some grass here maybe to hide the little eggs. And maybe I'll add that in the future because it would be kind of cute to have the little flowers in the grass. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those, and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.